It is recording now,
Sure.
Arjun. You can fire
Okay.
away.
So hi all. Sure. Sure. No problem. Thank you so much no joining, and I hope all are fine and safe at home.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, okay, that's good. So, just before I can share you the presentation for the tool and the overall tool section, I just want to ask, like, what exactly the purpose behind, no, finding out this tool, or how exactly it is.
Okay, we're going to be using this tool for our sprints. So essentially, we're a team of people who are learning, Agile. I am the
Okay.
facilitator. And of
Mhm.
course, as you know, we need one tool or the other to manage our sprints. Before now, I
Correct.
have used Atlassian, Jira, and Confluence. But I took a quick look at this particular tool, and I think it's much more
Mhm.
intuitive, I feel, especially for people who are learning for the first time to use that kind of tool, and they can always graduate to Agile later. So that's the purpose. We're going to be using it to run our sprints.
Okay, that's good. So, any specific challenges or issues you're facing managing current tool?
I'll say something easier to learn will be better. So I want something that is much more intuitive to help my trainees. Essentially, that's the whole point.
Okay, okay, that's great. No problem. So just let me quickly share you my screen so that no, it would be helpful for you to just go through the entire tool. And
You're
just
breaking
let me
up.
share you the screen. Sorry for my internet connectivity because I'm
Okay.
working from home. So
Okay. I hope we won't have too
let
much
me
problem
know
with
if
that because we need to hear you.
something is no problem. If something is fluctuating or no, not able to hear, you can let me know.
Okay.
Okay. So if it's okay, like if I can turn off my video because it might take
Yes,
some consume more data.
I will do the same with mine. So let's turn off our videos.
Yeah. So that no, yeah. So sir, that it what does not take much of the load for the session, and we can just have it easily. Okay.
Okay.
Do not hesitate to interrupt me if in case you're not able to hear me. Please do that.
Please, can I ask you to go slowly? Not too
Yeah,
fast.
sure,
Okay.
sure. Okay. Okay. So I hope all are able to see the screen.
I can see the screen, so I hope everybody else can see it. If you can't see it, please type in the chat box that you can't.
I can. Donald here.
Arjun, we can see the screen, so please go ahead.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so the screen that you're able to see is the home page, right? Here you can say the dashboard as well. You get many things on the dashboard, right? If you see that, if you want everything on the dashboard, a customized dashboard, to have many charts in a pictorial way or in a
We
charts
can't hear
form,
you now. You're
right?
breaking
You
up.
get everything on the dashboard.
You're breaking up. We can't hear you.
Okay, so dashboard, is it audible now?
Better.
Okay, right. So I was just saying that this is a dashboard that is again customizable. So you can have multiple things created on your dashboard, right? So even if you want that your dashboard has to be customized and can have almost all the charts on the dashboard, you can easily have these things, right? So whatever the hierarchies or whatever the levels of management you are having in the organization, you'll be able to customize them for all. Like you can just simply have it, create your own dashboard, and you can manage all the gadgets. If you can see, this is a gadget option over here, right? So if I can just click it and show you what all gadgets it has, we have. Okay, so if you can just see, you have sprint down, burnout, velocity, you have activity log, you have resource workload, and almost everything. Whatever you require, you get it everything on your dashboard. This is a pretty small thing that I can say initially for this tool, but still there are almost like 40 to 45 gadgets to be added on a quarterly basis, right? So that is not that like once you have the tool, once you have implemented that, you get no updates, but on regular intervals also you get updates, you get almost many four features added on the tool itself, right? So this is what you get it for the dashboard section. Now, if you can see, there's an admin section over here on the top right corner. Okay, so admin section give you two different admin. One is a company admin, another is a project admin. So company admin gives you the option where you'll be able to add the users. As this is a user-based license, so you'll be able to add users in two different ways. One is an organizational base, and another one is a project base. So if in case you have a team size of 50, but you only allocate people of like 40 team members in a specific project, right? So that is also possible that you can allocate 40 people in a specific project, and the rest of the 10 team members you can have it in the either in the management, in HR, or maybe the testing team, or maybe the developers, or maybe any of the other rest of the team members, you can have it in the organization. Okay, so it would be easy for you to manage all your users on organization level and as well as the project level. So you have both the options that you can easily manage them. Okay, so just what have you to do is like, you just have to enter the email address and just invite them over the email, so that you'll be able to invite them to the tool. Now one best thing is that unless you don't assign them to a particular project, they'll not be able to see anything, right? So you have to assign them every project, you have to assign them everything, so that they can easily see the details. Now you can see there's a default role. Yes, you can also assign default roles. Okay, so you have multiple, like you might be have a scrum master, an agile coach, you might be have a trainer, you might be have interns, right? You might have freelancers as well, so you can even have a defined role for each and every person to whom you would like to have multiple feature access. Okay, so for whomsoever you would like to have some limited feature access, yes, definitely you can design them for that. Okay, now you can also have a department selected, like you can have multiple departments set up on. Okay, so this is how exactly for the user it is. Projects, if I can switch over to the projects, you get an options like you'll be able to add a project. If I just click on add a project, you get three options. One is a Scrum, another is a Kanban, and Scrum and Kanban both, where you can design your own workflow as well. Like I'm not sure if you have heard of the pipe feature or maybe the piping feature that also helps you to have an interconnectivity with your all the departments that are working in the organization in a specific project. Okay, so that also helps you to create your own workflow. Okay, because usually if Mary, you have used many of the tools, so you might be knowing that you have to adjust according to the tool, right? So you have to get trained, you have to even train people that they can adjust according to the tool. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's correct. If you can use one, you can use practically any tool out there because
Yes.
they're quite similar.
Yes. So what we have made, like we have made it almost customizable, so you can adjust the tool according to you, right? So not that you have to work according to the tool's requirements. The methodology remains the same, but the tool working on your terms has to be made it easy, right? So we have tried it that we can do as much as customization we can, and even as much as the smoothie and the workflow that you can create it, you'll be able to manage it. So either of the projects you can select in and manage. And yeah, one best thing, in any of the tool you must have used, either you can follow a scrum process in the entire tool, or either you can follow any kanban process in it. It's not that you can follow both the things in one project, right? So we have made it possible that you can have both the things followed in a single project. So even on the go tasks that you receive, that you can manage, on the workflow that you would like to manage, you can manage easily in everything that you want in your projects.
Yeah. Can we go for Scrum, please?
Sure, sure. So I'll not much take off your time. So what we easily switch over to the projects from here, right? I'll show you the backlog section where you have two different backlogs, a product backlog and a defect backlog. So product backlog, we have an entire range where you can customize the layout, you can manage your backlogs, right? So everything you have, you also have the hierarchy feature, right? So even if you want to have multiple hierarchy, you can even have created a hierarchy for any of the backlogs you want.
Arjun, we have lost you
Okay,
again.
so it supports up to 5 level hierarchy. And if I just help you to open up any of the layout for the product backlog, you can even customize the layout because you see a very small. Is it audible?
We can hear you
Is
now.
it audible now?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so I was just talking about the layout that you have for the product backlog. Okay, so this product backlog helps you to have all the things customized in this for the requirements that you receive from the clients end, right? So whatever you want, you can even customize this layout and have it easily delivered to the team. Okay, so this is a full-fledged layout that you can customize it. In this, you get many things. You can just simply customize this from this settings icon. I'll not go much in detail about it, but have an hands-on practice over this tool and you can explore all the features that you want. Okay, so I'll just quickly give an overview that what all things this backlogs give you. It has the story details. You have a task that you can create it. You have attachments that you can do it, right? You have even the comment section for whatever the instructions or maybe the comments you would like to do it. You can have it. You have the activities log where you'll be able to see the entire range of the activities. Apart from this, the due dates that we would not like to miss, yes, that is also there. And the best option of the emails, so whatever the support emails that you can redirect to the tool definitely can be allocated to a specific project and all the emails would be reflected over here, right? So you have almost fully loaded story that you want. Okay, now the customization of a story type, right? That is also again a additional point that you can have almost these things customizable. Although we know we are following agile and Scrum methodology, right? So you can easily customize this if some organization has their own workflow. It's not that you want to follow the entire things. Now just quickly let me go through the defect backlog. Defect backlog is the entire section where the testers, either a product based company or a service based company, right, or maybe both. So whatever the product text testing, the bugs, the errors, the defects the testers found, they can all lodge the details over here, right? So we have an entire different thing for the sections for them. Usually some organizations use some additional tool to lodge upon their bugs and everything, right? So we have kept it that no, you have everything done over here in this defects section. So you can have all the defects, all the testings, all the things done carried over here. Now let me switch to the planning section where you have release and sprint both. Okay, so if you want to following release, yes you can, or else you can just I'll show you the sprint section. So sprint section over here you can see, you can also see the release option. If you can see, these are all some release option. You can switch over from here. Okay, so if I jump into any release, yes, you can see that. You can see the active releases, and not assigned to any release that you would like to get it in the sprint. Yes, definitely you can see that. So all this you will have the backlogs, and over here you can have all the sprints created and assign the team members the stories that you want. Okay, you just need to simply drag and drop it to assign or reassign to the team members. Now, how exactly you can create a sprint, that you're already aware of it and you're already working on it. So you can add a new sprint from here. You have a sprint goal. Even the set availability, how 8 hours or 9 hours of working hours, right? And you want like a person should work for 4 hours for this sprint. You can even divide and split his working hours for different sprints. So you can set his availability. You can say as in capacity planning as well, right? So that also you can easily measure according to the sprints you want. Okay, so you can simply define that whom do you want to work for what duration, and what exactly you would like that the person should work for this specific sprint. Okay, so you can see the details over here as well. Now just quickly let me go through the scrum board. So if you are on the scrum board, you can see all the active sprints, right? On the left hand side section you can see all the stories that you have, and you can see this task over here in this lanes of to do, in progress, testing and completed. Right, so you have all the lanes. This lanes is again customizable. Okay, so you can even have the lanes customized on the workflow that you're following. So on this section, you have all the stories, you have all the tasks. Even in this board section, you'll be able to add stories. Yes, you'll be able to add stories. From this section, you can directly add stories, and also you can add upon the task and a issue. So if in case any correlation to a specific task you have or the team has generated a issue, he can have it created from here, linking up to the task. Okay, so all is interconnected so that it gets easy for you. Now a very good option we have it of a resource list. Over here if you can see there's a third icon of resource list, which helps you to identify that who is available and who is not. Okay, so it helps you to understand the availability task or in a story. Okay, so whenever a person is assigned multiple tasks, you'll be able to see all the availability over here. Okay, so it helps you to identify whether the person is free, or we have to assign him any task, or we have already done that. Okay, now a very good option we have added in this feature is in ceremony section, right? So even if you would like to have a team review, right? So you can easily have a team review over here. So whatever the active sprints are there, you can easily see and have all the reviews created over here. So even this reviews you can now have it in the retrospection, right? I'll show you the retrospection as well. We have retrospection. So all the reviews or whatever the reviews you would like to see or have it or add it, those retrospection you can see it, like how exactly we can have the improvements, what we should stop doing that is hampering our work, and what is the correct manner of work that is really going fine, and all those taking into consideration the review points you can know have it an action taken against that, and you can take it into the back with good quality. Okay, so you can easily have a team review over here as well. Apart from this, a third and a unique standout we have it in this function as in feature, that is a stand-up board. So even on daily basis you have a scrum meeting, right? Or maybe you can say a stand-up meeting, right? So with whichever team you want. Okay, so you say you want to have it with any of the teams that is working on a project. Yes, you can have it. Any of the sprints you would like to have it on daily basis. Yes, you can simply start this timer over here. If you can see, this is a timer over here, right? You can start this timer. the timer gets started. You can even add your impediments. You can see whatever the impediments the team is facing, they can definitely add and have an action taken against that. Okay, so you can take this as well. You can see an overall performance of the team also. So even while we are discussing, right, so we can just have an overview about like what exactly the team summary is. If you want to have it individually, yes, you can measure out individually as well, like how much people have assigned on hourly basis. Okay, so you can see the velocity, how much they're consuming or how much they are assigning their availability to the project. Okay, so I'm sure this you might not have seen in any of the tool.
Well, I sort
Mary,
of
correct
like
me
the
if
way
I'm
this is configured because you are able to put all the stand-up, meetings, the reviews and everything
Mhm.
to do with the sprint. So that looks good. The thing I'm particular about now, if you can go back to the planning, please, if you can go to the planning tab, I'm particular about the story
Mhm.
points. Yeah. Okay. Or the
You
backlog.
want to,
If you go to the backlog, anyone, it doesn't matter which one you go to. Right.
okay.
I want to see the backlog where you have the epic and where you can collapse it. I think it's the backlog, product backlog.
Yes,
Yes.
backlog.
Okay. Can we go there, please? Thank you. Now, if I have an epic, can you expand one of the epics, please? Epic
Yes.
24 or 22. Okay. Now, if you expand an epic, you will probably have stories under that epic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if let us assume I have an epic, and under
Mhm.
that epic, I have, say, 3 stories, and the stories are 3 points each. I would expect a cumulative size of 9 points for the epic. But what I can see here, because I did this demo myself and I realized that it was not adding the story points. As you can see, this is the epic, but it's got a question mark under EST, under estimate. It has a question mark. It doesn't have the cumulative points. Am I making sense, Arjun?
Yes, yes, I got it. Okay. So over here, as if you're seeing my demonstration account, I have not added story points into it. So if I can just add any of the story points, if I says add 100 and I save and close it. So the story points for Epic would be added. If I can just share, you can see those are added
No, but you
for
have
the
just
Epic.
added it, Arjun. You have just added it. This is my point, and this is what I
Yes.
was hoping these two might do. If I have an
Hmm.
epic, okay, and
Mhm.
I break
Hmm.
down those epic into stories,
Okay.
and I size the stories. So now you have 100 points there, but you have just put those 100 points there. But before
Yes.
you added the 100 points, I had stories under this epic that were already sized. So my
Okay.
question is your system such that it does not accumulate the story points to give me the size of an epic? Does it or
No,
does it
we can
not?
do. No, it can be. It can be because the tool is customizable because it might not be reflected in a demo account, but if you go it in a live account,
Okay.
or
We can't hear you properly, Arjun. We can't.
it would be reflecting because this is just a dummy account that we use it for a hands-on practice to have everything to be have in hands-on, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
no problem. No, if you just say that, I'll share you and account that you can see that these details. Is it audible now? Is it audible
We
now?
can hear you again. Yes, we can.
Okay.
So what about the burn down chart and the burn up chart? And during the sprint, we can create the dashboard like you started earlier. Oh, Arjun's connection is so bad. Okay. Okay.
Is it audible now?
Yeah.
Maddie, am I audible now?
Yes, we can hear you. Occasionally breaking off, but we can hear you now.
Okay, okay. So I was just telling that, no, if you can try it, I'll share you the video sections and I'll share you the accounts that you can have it on and hands-on as well, right? So if you can see, I'll just check it out with the development team if that can be done for your trial account. So you can have it an accumulative added for the points in your story points.
Okay.
Okay, because that is possible. No, it's usually does, but I'm not sure if have it in the demo account or not.
Okay. Someone was saying, is it possible for you to use a live account to demo? I don't think that might be possible because that would be somebody's account,
No.
isn't it?
No, because usually, see, to be frank, because we cannot now ask for the ID and the password for a live account, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the development use all the development section, but no need to worry about that. Just give me a day time, or maybe by Monday, I'll just inform the development team, so you'll be able to add it in your trial account also. So no need to worry about that. So I'll get
Okay.
it activated for the trial account, so you can easily manage in your trial account also.
Okay. Can you go to the dashboard? Let's see how you can add a
Yeah,
burn down chart, for example, to the dashboard. So if you go to a current sprint
sure.
and yeah.
Yeah, burn down chart for the active sprints.
Okay.
You can select out the sprints from here.
Okay. And it will be updated as we go along, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
If I can just switch over a chart sprint to some other demo sprint. So you change the sprint, it gets updated automatically.
Okay. Okay. So if you do a create dashboard, then it will ask you for which sprint, yeah?
Yes, yes. Whichever
Okay.
sprints would be active, it would be ask you to check it for which sprint you would like to see it.
Okay.
If you have
Oh,
multiple sprints running on, that's why.
okay. Okay. Um, Shola had a question. Let me see. She said, "Can you create? Can create stories be created in this demo and sized? Can you create a story and show them, please, how to do that here? Can we just create a story?
Yeah, can you create stories to be created in this demo? Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's go to the maybe backlog and do that.
Yes.
I can see
If I
that
just go to this section, add a story, you can just simply add a story.
I think I can see you have multiple points where you can create a story.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think my question really is about under an epic. Can we create stories under an epic, size them, and see if it reflects accumulatively?
Well, that's what he just said. He will see if they can do that. At the moment, it's not accumulating.
Yes.
At the moment, it's not accumulating, which was also my question. Because if I
It's
have,
not in the demo.
it's not in the demo. Okay. So Shola, that was something I really wanted to see myself. That if I have 10 stories under an epic, and those 10 stories are 99 points each, then I want to automatically see an epic that is 90 points. That was also my question. But at the moment, that can't be done here. It will be interesting to see that it happens in the premium version. Okay.
But No worries. As I said, like I'll just talk to the development team and get it done for you, so you'll be able to have it on the trial account as well.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
and
so
what
just
else can you show us that is important?
okay.
Can you show us a story with all the attachments? Because, for example, they are going to be doing a lot
Hmm.
of data flow diagram, use case diagram. How can we
Hmm.
attach that to an epic or a story?
In a story,
Yeah, or epic. So if you show us the attachment again, and my
sure.
second question is, for example, does it have add-ons just like Jira? Can you add, do you have add-ons?
Not at the moment, but
Okay,
as on requirements, customization is possible, right?
okay,
So no, you can help on the customizations as well, and whatever the things you want, you can let us know. We can have it in the add-on as in your tool as well.
okay,
And apart from this, even like you can suggest something that you would like to add upon this, that also gets reflected apart from the
okay,
customizations.
okay. So when
And
you
over here,
expand on a story, this is what we see, guys. When he expands on a story, he clicks on a story in the backlog and it is expanded into more detail. So over to you, Arjun.
yes. So once you click on any of a story, this layout opens and you'll be able to add and customize all the details. This is again customizable, so it's not like that you have to fill up only those details or these details that you have. You can simply go to this settings icon if you can see it. Okay, so just go to the settings icon and you'll be able to customize this layout as well. So you can also have some things you want, you can add as well. You have certain predefined fields, right? And also you can just simply click on this to add your custom fields also. Okay, so either of them you can have your customized layout for the backlog is easy for you. And if I just go and show you the attachment for the story, I'll show you. You just need to go to the backlog section, click on any of the story, it would pop up with something. Here you see the third option of attachments. So you either you can attach it from the Google Drive, like, or maybe from a local computer, right? So in whichever section you want, like, no, even if you like to have something, as in, if I just have it QuickScrum 2020, and I'll add it.